here in the valley, and it's especially the case in eastern North Dakota, even as far north as the Devil's Lake area. This is our live view at Home of Economy here. You can see a car going by on that frontage road along Highway 2. There's a little ice on the left-hand side of the screen there too. Pretty quiet. We've had some snow on top of any icing that we've had in that area. So travel today, it is a little tough for several places. Some spots not so bad, but we still want to use some caution. But as the day goes on, we're bringing in the red lights for you. We're recommending that you avoid travel if you can here heading into the rest of the day today because of that heavy snow that's going to be developing as we make that transition over from that mixed precipitation or freezing rain that we've been seeing, and now we're seeing that snow. And here's another view in the valley. This is from one of the Minnesota DOT plows. This is in Breckenridge in the southern end of the valley, and you can see we've got fresh snow coating the road, the tire tracks there as this plow's moving along Highway 75 to get that cleared. So getting that snow building up in some areas already. Views around the valley from DOT cams. This is Sisseton area. You can see the snowflakes flying by Graceville. We've had some freezing rain, a little bit of snow. Devil's Lake again, snow on the road surface. The Kent area, Minnesota, that's where I expect to see more of that snow moving in as we make our way into the rest of the morning and the afternoon. Lots of moisture that's coming in from the south. So this, again, lifting in from south to north. In general here, of course, we've already got some of that streaming moisture all the way up to Devil's Lake. But if you were to head over into northwest Minnesota, this is an area where it's going to take a little bit longer to get to you today. So eventually you'll see this lift in. But really it is more into Devil's Lake, back through the Jamestown area, right along I-94 right now, between, I would say, about Mapleton here, West Fargo, Mapleton area, and then points west toward Tower City and Valley City, where I'm seeing some heavier snow come down on the radar right now. And then this stretches all the way down into other parts of the Cheyenne Valley, back over toward Lisbon, seeing some of that snow, and then mixed bag of precipitation going on in Sargent County, but it looks like it's a little bit more intense in its snowfall rate, or maybe a mixed bag again of snow and or freezing rain. So here's a look at our winds right now. Again, they've been not too strong this morning. We're into the teens and spots. We're seeing some spots in Detroit Lakes and in Fergus Falls gusting into the 20s. As that picks up, with the snow picking up, we can expect our visibilities to start coming down here as the day goes on. Temperatures are hovering in the upper 20s to some low 30s, and we stay in this range all day long. So milder, but still cold enough where we're dealing with that snow sticking. Here's a look at that hour-by-hour planner. Again, through the morning, this is 9 a.m. You see more of that snow filling in. We still have some places in pink here where we're working on making that transition over to snow. And then by noon, a lot of this is now in that blue or even that more intense purple color here, and that's showing where we're getting more heavier snowfall rates going on likely with this in our forecast model, starting first in the south and then lifting northward. So this is when we'll see some of our worst conditions as far as visibility being down, adding up that snow into the afternoon in the southern end of the valley, and then continuing to push north from there as we make our way into this evening. So it may not even be until drive time tonight or beyond that you might see snow in Lake of the Woods, but eventually it does come your way heading into late tonight. Meanwhile, we've been adding it up all day long in the south and over to the east, and that's why we're looking at heavier totals likely for some of these areas. This is 9 o'clock tonight, widespread blue and some purple as well. As that wind picks up, we'll see some gusts into the 30s heading into tonight, and I think even over into Minnesota, you see these arrows moving a lot faster, indicating a stronger wind speed. Lakes country might even be into the 40-mile-per-hour range, so visibility reductions quite a bit there, especially along I-94, Highway 10. Those major highways might have some trouble for that evening drive. Now heading into the nighttime hours tonight and into tomorrow, you can see this band continues to move north. We may even wake up to a little break in the action Wednesday morning, but we won't be done yet with this system. So let's take a look at how much snow we can expect to see through this heavier part of this storm system through Wednesday morning and into the noon hour. You can see right along the Red River and west is where we're more likely to see that 6-inch, half-foot of snow or more. Over to the east, especially northeast, lesser amounts there. But we will be adding more to that as we add more snow to the system heading into the rest of the week. Here's a look at those wind gusts again. They do pick up heading into this afternoon and tonight, gusts 30 miles per hour plus, which again in open areas is going to be a problem. The good thing is, I guess, is that the snow, it brings its own problems being heavy and wet as far as shoveling is concerned and trying to get it cleared. But when we have a heavy, wet snow, it doesn't get tossed around as easily by the wind. So visibility, yes, will be down, but it won't be as bad as it could be when we've seen events where it's a little bit colder, drier air working its way in. So I guess that's a little small silver lining in all of this. But again, keep in mind, we're still going to have issues on the roads. It's going to be tough as we're adding up all that snow.
Yeah, but I'll choose to focus on the good. So
There
thank
you
you
go.
for pointing that one out.
We need that today.
Yeah.
Lisa, thank you. 6:16 right now. Up next, loading up on groceries and grabbing the ice melt. People are packing supermarkets and hardware stores to get ready for the big snowstorm of the season.
Plus, Joyride's gone a little too wild. One woman has 2 car repairs to take care of from the same crash. Keep it right here. You're watching The Valley Today.